Hello everyone, welcome. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this video. I really have been mulling it over for the past several days. And when I was speaking to a couple of friends of mine, they basically convinced me to film this because I guess we all came to the conclusion that the more people that know that this is happening, the better. I think the majority of viewers, people who consume social media content, are aware of AI, artificial intelligence. But until you are a victim of its misuse yourself, you don't fully grasp just how violating it can feel. Obviously, AI is good for a lot of things, but just like social media in general, it can also be very, very bad. Last week, I received a DM on Instagram asking me if I had ever promoted any sort of weight loss program or weight loss supplement. And I responded by saying, no, I've only ever spoken about my 20-pound weight loss when sharing my experience with MIDI Health. And then this follower replied back to me, well, there is an account on, at first she said Instagram. It wasn't until later that she told me it was actually an account on TikTok. She told me this account was using a fashion video I had posted to promote their weight loss plan. Not only were they using my content, but they also used AI to alter my image. They used my face, they changed my outfit, made it so I looked overweight, and used it as a before photo with my original video as the after. As of the day I'm filming this, almost a full week later, and everyone I know reporting this account and asking my followers on Instagram and TikTok to report this account, it is still there. So I don't know what it's going to take or what I can do to get this video taken down. And their whole account is similar videos of them taking people who were, like me, most likely never overweight, making them appear that way, showing how they look now as an after, and using it to sell their weight loss program. Now, this is the internet, so of course, anything you say can be twisted or, taken the way maybe you didn't intend it to be taken. And I want to be clear that I am in no way saying that I'm angry because they made me overweight. That is not the problem I have. I'm angry because it's just deceptive and untrue. It's fake. The point is that people are seeing these videos. They are believing that I achieved this dramatic weight loss using their system. Now, I have commented on this video. I have had many friends comment on this video. And the last time I checked, they had all been deleted and people are getting blocked, meaning the people that are commenting are getting blocked. Prior to this happening to me, which is very violating, and you're just wondering, what else can people do with my content? Can they make it so it sounds like I'm saying something that I didn't say, something very offensive? Artificial intelligence has gotten so good that it is very difficult for people to tell what's real and what's not. I have seen and been very, very angered and frustrated by scrolling, more so on TikTok. I haven't really seen it on Instagram, but there are fake makeup artists on TikTok promoting this foundation called Luxe.
I do makeup on women twice my age every single day. Here's why most foundations look bad on you.
And I believe recently another content creator, Robert Welsh, did a video on this. And I was happy that he did because I actually didn't watch the video. Maybe I should have before recording this video, but I assume he's talking about the same videos that I'm seeing where you're scrolling and this person will say, I've been a makeup artist for 25 years. This could be someone trying to pass themselves off as someone just like me who has been a real makeup artist, a real live human makeup artist for 25, 30 years. And this AI makeup artist is coming across like they have all these years of experience and they're rating different foundations. So it seems legit because they will give some good ratings to some foundations. It's not like they're just saying, oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. They'll say Maybelline, Fit Me, Matte and Poreless. This one gets a 4 out of 10 because this reason, this reason, this reason. But then they'll say Armani Luminous Silk. I give this one an 8 out of 10 because it does this, this, and this. But then the last slide or the last foundation they'll mention is this Luxe foundation. And they'll say 100 out of 10. It's the best. Everyone should try it. I've never used anything like it. And then you read the comments and people are definitely falling for it. A lot of women are purchasing this foundation because of these fake, scammy, deceptive advertisements. And so many of them do look legit. It wasn't until I had seen them come across my page more and more often, and then I would go to the account page and I would see, it's a lot easier to tell if something is legit or it isn't. If you actually go to the account page and look at all of the videos as a whole, then it is much easier to tell that they're scammy, that you are being scammed. Now, social platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok require you to let people know if something is AI generated. Well, unfortunately, not all accounts follow that guideline or that requirement clearly. Also, people don't pay attention because it's so small. It's like when I post a video here on YouTube or a reel on Instagram, and I will say details are in the caption, and I'll list all the makeup I used or the description box in regards to YouTube. So the product name and shade is there, but inevitably I will still get comments from people asking, well, what's the blush shade? Well, what's, the eyeliner shade? Even though it's in the caption or it's in the description box, not everybody pays attention to that. Maybe they overlook it. So a lot of people are simply not noticing when something does say that it is AI generated. I came across this influencer on social media, on Instagram, and I thought, oh, wow, she's beautiful. Love her style. Then I noticed that she was making videos like this, where she is giving life advice. And it does say, when you go to her account, Digital Muse AI influencer. So you would think, okay, well, people will know this is not a real human. But oh no, the comments are, everybody's dream girl. So beautiful, my girl. My favorites are the ones that say, what lipstick are you wearing? Or can you do a makeup tutorial? No, she can't. I mean, I guess she could, but she's not a real person. And yeah, I know, once again, it's the internet. So I know there's going to be somebody out there saying, well, you're just upset because they can take brand deals away from you. And well, yeah, of course. My job is creating content. And I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, clearly, but I just think that we as consumers, we need to tell these companies that are using these AI models and AI influencers that that's not what we want to see, that we do want to see real people giving real opinions, showing how things look on real skin. So the reason I'm posting this video is exactly what I said in the beginning. I'm trying to spread awareness. And the more people that talk about this, the better, I think, especially someone like me who have had it impact them personally. What happened to me was bad, but it wasn't as bad as it could be. And what's happened to a lot of young girls where their heads are being photoshopped or AI generated onto, I don't even know what I can say, but unclothed bodies. I don't want this video to get taken down. Who knows? I don't even know how much of this I'm actually allowed to talk about here on YouTube. So I'm kind of being very careful with what I show as B-roll and all that and what I say. But these girls are being, and boys too, are being subject to bullying and extortion. And it is getting worse and worse by the day. So the more people can learn to recognize it and spread the word to others about how to recognize it, I think the better. So if you wouldn't mind, if you are on TikTok, I would be grateful if you went to that account that I mentioned and report it. You can report it under misinformation. I think I put it under, because a friend of mine asked me, there's so many choices on what you can put for the reason why you're reporting the content. And I told her to put it under deepfakes, synthetic media, and manipulated media. Or if any of you watching this right now happens to know somebody at TikTok or knows of any recourse I have against this company that is using my image to try to make money, I don't know what else I can do here. So any advice would be very welcome. Lastly, always, always do bring to the creator's attention something you see that doesn't look right. I am so appreciative of the person who originally DM'd me. I cannot find her DM anymore in my messages. And I'm so upset with myself that I didn't at least screenshot our conversation so that I could, I did thank her, of course, when she sent me the link and all of that. You know the saying, if you see something, say something. Well, now this applies to social media as well. If you see something that you don't think we would ever really promote, you think someone is using our image without our permission, we really, really appreciate you letting us know. Thank you all for watching, listening, and I will resume uploading my regular beauty and fashion content in the next day or two.